Hello. I don't know what that word is. Is it spelled correct or is it wrong? Because I genuinely would not know. It looks to me like you just had your hands shifted one key over on your keyboard. But I feel like it's an actual word. Let's see. Imminent. Oh, is that imminent? I could not figure out which characters were wrong. I thought it was one of the early ones, not at the end, so I was trying to guess what it would be. Okay, that makes so much more sense now. Yeah, imminent, I guess Sunday counts as imminent. Wait, is today Friday? Today is Friday, right? Yeah, so in 2 days hopefully. Um do we have a list of what we needed? Did I put it in the title? No. Let's see. Any Wait, was I supposed to do No, this would be my most recent. Okay. We were last time we were telling us we were figuring out how much we needed to bring to each planet. There we go. That's what we were working on. So we have our starter base, we have our science one, and then we have a kilo and beyond. So this setup is to a kilo, and then we just add that when we go to beyond, which shouldn't be too difficult. I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna do this one really early, like much earlier, so it can start buffering all the ammo it needs without having to worry about like rocket density and stuff. But this is all it needs to make it to the other planet. It doesn't need any of this. So how do I do this? It would be okay, I know what we gotta do. So that's just to a kilo. So a kilo isn't this planet though, because actually wait. Yeah, you need rockets to get to a kilo. So that's what a kilo and beyond is for. That makes so much more sense. Okay, so now we go a kilo transfer. Now I'm unsure. Actually, I can just say a kilo. Now I'm not entirely sure what we need. So we do need to get a list of that. And you also, I English goose as well. It's good English to be goose. I don't know what I was supposed to say, what I was trying to say there, but I mean it kind of worked with the vibe I was going for. Okay, so a kilo. This is our kilo. If we get a blueprint of it, that's our starting point. So let's get a screenshot of that, so that way I can copy this over. We are using a lot of heat pipe. I think our build is bad. We obviously need stuff, plenty of stuff. You make a good point. You make a very good point. Hello, hello. Funny thing, you actually resetted all your science progress. That was fun. Sorry, I was coughing a lot. So I was just kind of clicking on things. But yeah. Good old cough. My sinuses are awful today. Anyway, we're trying to make it that we're just trying to get we're rounding as much as we need to bring to the other planet while still having, to not worry about rocket capacity. It's like if the capacity of this is 100, we're not going to half fill a rocket. We're just going to request 100. I think that's fine. If I put in the exact amounts, I know if I can round, but I think it's fine. Ooh, you made chocolate mousse. That sounds good. Chocolate mousse is fun. I don't really have it much, but it always feels so classy whenever a restaurant has that as a dessert. Which I don't know if it is fancy, but it makes me feel fancy. Actually, no. Let's go back. Let's do exactly the amount we need. So I tell myself we need extra. That's a better idea. Well, pipes are gonna fluctuate. Inserters are gonna be exactly the same, but yeah, we'll just request 35. Steam turbines. Apparently, we're gonna try to make do with 20 here, so hopefully that's all right. Substations. Those don't have to go in specific spots, so we'll round that up a bit. Now I need undergrounds. These are supposed to go in the correct spots. Let's do like 25. And then 20 red belt is all we need, so it's gonna give us 100, I think, and we'll be perfect. Chocolate mousse is still better than chocolate mousse. No, chocolate mousse, the second one, would be pretty fancy. Like if you walk into a restaurant and it has a giant chocolate mousse in it, like I think it was pretty classy. Or I think they at least were rich. Maybe chocolate isn't classy. It's fairly easy to make. Oh yeah, the chocolate mousse. That's why I was thinking, like, it's simple, but it feels fancy, which is kind of like the best balance for when you just want to feel classy. Okay, we need 12 of these for some reason. I don't know what those... Oh, I remember what those are going in, because we're somehow limited by the sulfuric... No, wait, which plant is it? The, Oh, that was a very sudden change in music. What are they called? The fluorine vents. I think it's the fluorine. That stuff is pretty much our limiting factor, so every step of that chain we put prod modules in, so that way we get more out of our limited input. There's also something to be said about maybe going for quality lithium stuff. Because if we get quality lithium, it's pretty easy to get quality science out of it, and it reduces our holmium cost by half. It reduces our fluorine requirements by half, which is very, very useful. But I don't know if we need to worry that much. Okay, so cryogenic plants we make off. So the next thing we need is offshore pumps, which I'm just gonna say 15 because there's extra spots that we haven't filled. Huh. Oh, yeah, because most things aren't in Roboport Network yet. I haven't actually connected stuff. For some reason I need chests. And I only have iron chests. I feel like I should be bringing steel, but maybe it doesn't matter that much. Chemical plants, I'm assuming these are all for the water ice chain. Passive providers for filling the rocket, that makes sense. Okay, nuclear reactors. I don't know if this is worth 4 rockets to do, but I can speed up stuff significantly by bringing 4 nuclear reactors with me. I think at this point in the run, I don't actually care that much about rocket density, though. Because we don't really have... Well, other than the rockets that are constantly supplying the trip to a kilo, I don't think it's going to be too tricky to just ship everything up without having to do like any kind of optimization, because I'm sure we'll have... I think we can do 3 to 4... We can do 2 to 4 rockets a minute, depending on how many buffers we have. Which is pretty... that's a lot, I think. Or plenty. It's not like a lot, but... It should be more than enough with any percent settings. We need 3 tanks. What are the tanks? Oh, right, because I couldn't balance the ammonium consumption, so I just decided to forget about it, which maybe not the best idea. Oh, that's gonna be tricky to get those recyclers. I wonder if there's a way to do without them. I know it doesn't add any additional launches from Fulgora, but it does complicate things a bit, at least, because it means I have to do 2 manual launches, which again, not awful, but could be better. Offshore pumps, we only need a couple of these. Chances are we don't have to bring these. We can just craft them on the way, because we should have stacks of iron on us for crafting anything we need as we go. We need the cargo landing bay. I wonder if I should request a silo, because we're not launching. Never mind, you can't. I said this last time. I wanted to be able to request a silo, so that way I could have it as like a green signal without having to put a separate signal over here, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. Let's see, we need a decider combinator. But yeah, basically I I was using all requests satisfied, even for things that I'm not requesting from the other planet, just as a quick toggle to be like, hey, make sure you have everything. But you can't request rockets silos because you can't put rocket silos in it. Yeah, it's nothing to do. It does. It has nothing to do with the difficulty of crafting the silo or getting the silo. The issue is that it's a signaling problem. I just want to include this signal here specifically with this request because it only matters when we're going to a kilo or going to the other one, just as like basically a built-in decider combinator effectively. So that's the only reason I really care about not being able to ship the silo, because it was it's basically my check to make sure we can actually leave. It does the same with ammo, even though we produce all the ammo on the ship. Yeah, we can't invert blueprints. Otherwise, we could do what we want. But yeah, I'm just trying to make it a little bit easier. Realistically, the silos will have been crafted like 30 minutes before we actually go to any of the planets, so I'm not too worried about it. And we can always just send a rocket back. It's not the end of the world if we can't. Okay, and then we're just going to put some random junk there, because this is stuff we need to craft on the planet. So this is cryogenic plant. We need 9 of them, and for some bizarre reason, I'm planning for 3 electromag plants, which feels like a lot. Because they pretty much exclusively just make railguns and nothing else. I mean, okay, nothing else that we'll use or care about. They can make other things. But here we go. This is my bring list, and this is my craft on the planet list, is the 2 at the end. It just makes more sense to kind of keep them together like this. But I think this is right. So this is just building. So I'm actually going to call this kilo construction. And then this is what we need for a kilo science. Maybe a kilo deliveries could work. So we did calculate this before, and I once again have forgotten. So I feel like I should have just written this down. I wasn't expecting the number to be such like a forgettable number. There's no reason it would be like exactly 10,000 or some clean number, because we have a 40% prod bonus plus the doubles Pete from Biolab, so neither of those are conducive to good number, to clean numbers. Maybe, I guess doubling would still be a somewhat clean number, but you know, I would like if it was like 10k science, but I think it's something like 2600 because of all the bonuses. But I don't know exact, and I need the exact. Okay, so railgun is 2000, quantum processor is 500, so that's 2500. And then we also have fusion, that's required, right? So 2500, 4500, 6500. Is that all? No, that's too little. 60 divided by 1.4 divided by 2. Oh, that might be right. No, that's right. So yeah, it is. It is like we need 2321 cold science, whatever it is actually called. Cryogenic science pack? I don't know the actual name. If we hover over this, does it tell us the raw components? Oh, it does, but not actually. That's not helpful. The rounding is too significant, so none of that really makes sense. The only stuff we ship here is the holmium, because I believe the lithium plate is just made from lithium, which is made from the holmium. Okay. We have 1 holmium plate going into 5 lithium, and then 5 lithium going to 5 lithium plates. I think that's a 1-to-1. So 1 holmium to 5 lithium plates, which goes to 5 science. Okay, so 2321 divided by 5. That's how many plates we need. So that is 464 plates just for the sciences. So let's write this down somewhere. Let's put a combinator that we can use to write. Let's see, you started designing your own any% base. You don't know if you'll actually do a run, but the skill you have to build up to is a novice is kind of crazy. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, I read that right. The scale you have to build up novice is pretty wild, because the thing is, like, even if you can make a more efficient build on another planet, it's not, like, if you're using any settings, it's not really going to benefit you at all compared to just building a second row in novice. Hopefully, maybe there's like a meta that lets you do stuff on other planets more eventually, or maybe just a category that benefits from it. But right now, it seems like the speedruns are basically just going to be leave novice, build a ship, win. As the rest of the stuff is just like pit stops. Yeah, happy Friday to you as well, Losnor. Losnar. Yeah, much appreciated. I did not realize it was Friday. I thought it was Saturday and was like, oh no, I missed stream yesterday. And felt really bad. And then it turns out that didn't actually happen. I just had the day of the week wrong. But I don't know. I just woke up and it felt like a Friday. I don't know why. Because Thursday is like my day usually completely off from stuff because I don't stream. I usually just take that as a rest day and like upload to my VOD channel usually. Or yeah, usually upload or schedule the VOD channel. We need a constant commentator. I swear I built one, but I guess not. But yeah, because of that like usually feels like everyone's like normal weekend. So the next day would be like work day, but I don't know. For some reason it just felt off. You assume I have spoilage turned down real low? Yes, I do. There's really no reason you need actual spoilage aside from carbon, which you can... It's hard to get enough carbon just from mining trees, or spoilage for carbon just from mining the trees. But as long as I ship the carbon that I need to novice, I don't think it'll be a problem. Okay, so this is basically us just using this combinator as notes. We need 464. Wait, no, that's not right. What? Is that right? Hold on. We need 464 plates. So let's round it. 465 plates for cryoscience. This is my deliveries list. Just keeping a note there while I try to figure something out. Actually, let's put the full number in here. So that way I don't have to recalculate again later, because everywhere else we just have estimates written, and I need to know if I needed to estimate more or just kind of deal with the estimates we already have. Okay. Now we need, I believe I wanted 2 railguns. Quantum processors aren't used for anything else. So that would be, let's see, 100 processors divided by, so 200 processors divided by 1.5, because we actually have a productivity bonus inside the electromagnetic plant. That would be 133.3. So we'll call that 134. $134 crafts of processors to become 200, or 2 railguns. There we go. That way, when I see these numbers later, I'm not very confused, or as confused as normal. Okay, so then it's 100 processing units, carbide, superconductor, carbon fiber, and lithium plates. So we'll do 134 of each. Processing units. What else were there? Carbon fiber. Tungsten carbide. I feel like I'm missing stuff already. Superconductors, and then the rest of it is produced there. Okay. Processing units, carbon fiber, tungsten carbide, superconductors, and then we have 268 lithium plates, which is divide that by 5. Is 54 plates. So we need a total of about 520, looks like. So well, yeah, 520 holmium. That's less than 1 delivery. We should be fine. Science platform, a kilo and beyond. Okay. So we need 518 holmium plates. We'll obviously send more. We'll probably send 600, maybe even a whole stack, but I think we're fine with just 600. Unless we need it somewhere else. No, I think we're good. Yeah, okay. Is the lithium that I couldn't remember what we hand feed, because we have stuff that we feed into two separate chests. One of them is lithium, and I think the other one is the holmium plates, and I got the two mixed up and was thinking I was forgetting something for holmium, but this should be accurate. We'll definitely round it. And then processing units, I said we needed 134, so we're just going to bring 134 of all of these. It might be worth it. Hold on. Is this divisible by 134? No. I was going to say it might be worth it to just do one of everything and then send in values, but honestly, it doesn't make it. Or sorry, just send give them the same value with like a multiplier. So 1, and then we put a times 134 there. But I don't think that would actually be faster because you can just copy and paste this number, and it's really fast. Okay, so this is a very small amount of all of these. We'll be totally fine. We're obviously going to round to like 200 because it's going to naturally do that. And we'll just maybe drop what we don't need. See, 516 to 134, 134, 134. We're missing a planet. Which one? Oh, superconductors. That's it. It turns out the easiest way to remember the quantum processor recipe is to just think about what each planet produces, and that makes it a lot easier. But yeah, that's everything that we ship in. Right? Is that all the consumables we need? Oh, fuel cells. We don't necessarily need solid fuel, but I think fuel cells would be good. I mean, we can take fuel cells from our main ship and send those down as well. But I think requesting a dedicated delivery seems a lot safer. Now, I'm pretty sure that these are better to just ship up as fuel cells. I haven't checked, though, in a while. What do these cost? And how hard are they to produce in space, I guess is the question. I mean, with productivity bonuses, if I could get a productivity bonus in it, that could be helpful. Uranium fuel cell. Okay, they are made in assembler. Okay, so that has a really high rocket capacity. That has a capacity of 20. This has a capacity of 20. Okay, so one uranium fuel cell would require one launch of U-238, one launch of 235, and one launch of rockets, or iron plates. So that's 3 times more inefficient until I need 200 of it. And then and then it's one rocket less. It's like 13 versus... Oh, it would be like 13 versus 11. Or something like that. 12 versus 10. That's not great. And now if you could get a high productivity bonus, it becomes better. But yeah, right now, we don't gain anything by shipping up the non-spicy version. So we'll just be shipping up 5 rockets for this, and that's totally fine. It just feels a bit excessive. Then one thing that we were forgetting on every one of our requests, I believe, is solar panels, which we definitely need to kickstart it with. We'll just bring like 10. Do we have substations? Yes, we do. But yeah, I think barreled water actually was a good idea. I mean, we'll already have it for something else, but the advantages of doing barreled water like this, it's a lot more power efficient. Is that the right word? Yeah, it's a lot more power efficient to use water barrels than it is to like fully melt ice, which makes sense. One of them is literally emptying a barrel, and the other one is melting a very high heat capacity entity known as ice and water and stuff. I mean, yeah, they have a high heat capacity, right? Yeah, water has a pretty high heat capacity. But yeah, melting ice is very, very inefficient, so it does make sense. But it also means we're just spinning an extra rocket to bring water here to make things a little bit faster. And then we're just gonna, I don't know, toss the water barrels in the ocean. I can't remember if you can toss stuff in the ocean on a kilo. I want to say no. I'm pretty sure you can't. Okay, you cannot. Just imagine it then. Oh, I know what I'm thinking. I think I was having trouble like getting over like a gap, so I used a long inserter to get over it. For some reason, I was in my mind I was, or the way I was thinking it went is I wanted to toss stuff in the ocean, not just clear a gap. But that does sound familiar. Or it rings a bell now. But you have learned to avoid stuff by hand. That's true. That's the longest hand inserter that I can get in terms of avoiding stuff, I'd say. Kind of. I don't know. I don't know if it really works that way. What the heck? Huh. Do I have Factorio in full screen mode? Weird. When I tab out of it, it's like making it black and 1080p on the, well, I guess it's always 1080. It's making it smaller than my monitor's window whenever I tab out of it. It's weird. You can finally watch Factorio streams again. You didn't want to get spoilers before playing Space Age, but had time over the holiday period. Nice. Glad you were able to enjoy it. Yeah, and avoid spoilers. It seemed pretty difficult to avoid spoilers if you just opened Twitch at all, considering everyone and their mothers were playing Factorio Space Age, which makes sense. But yeah, it was like every stream. I reserved like one Monday each week to do non-Space Age content, so there is at least something. But yeah, it was it's hard to avoid that stuff. Okay, solar panels. I guess they can just go wherever. We need to probably start the unbarreling here. Would make the most sense. We'll need a little bit of heat pipe for that, but that shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, because we could put the assembler probably here. We would need a pipe. I think it would be a little bit awkward, but it's definitely doable. I don't know, it kind of blocks everything. No, the easiest way to start it would actually be to just do the one, just to get myself some starting power, and then swap over to using the 4 setup to generate a lot of heat really fast. Because these fill up the heat pipe really, really fast when they're all running. It's what, like 480 megawatts for a few seconds to just make everything. Whatever the max temperature is. 1000 C? I don't actually know. I know that's the reactor's max heat, so it would make sense if it was the max heat there. Okay, am I missing anything on this planet? I guess a robo... Is there any reason I would use a roboport? Probably not, right? Like, why would I care? Actually, if that's the case, why am I bringing a provider chest? Wait, that's not right. We do not need those. We don't need those at all. Okay, there we go. We are not leaving that planet until we've transferred everything by hand. So there's really no reason to fully automate that. We can just hand feed it. It really makes no difference. Because the only thing else we can be doing is double checking to make sure our kilo ship is running, and that's about it. But there's like I think there's gonna be like a 15 to 30 minute window where I just can't really do a ton, which I'm fine with, because by that point of the run I will be very tired. So it is nice that the second half of the run, like all the Space Age stuff, probably is going to be more relaxing, since it's mostly going to be just looking at a reference blueprint and trying to copy some conditions. Is this where we're getting carbon from? Yes it is. Because originally I was going to get carbon from somewhere else. But then I realized Volcanus is my last planet, and that means I would not be able to get rockets until after I finished with the final planet, which means I wouldn't be able to get them ahead of time. So I would have a bit of a wait there, waiting for the carbon fiber to bulk produce. So we have to do it a little bit earlier, which means we just have to use stuff that should be going into space science, but I'm hoping it's fine. Okay, we've set up biolab production. It does have to be hand-fed, but it is there. I should probably get I should definitely get the values for like how many biolabs and stuff I need. So this should be 16 biolabs. Yeah, okay. So we need 16 biolabs. There's no productivity bonuses, I don't think. Actually, is there anything you can build this in? Probably not. No, it would tell me if there are other things I could build in him. I was hoping it'd be built in like an electromagnetic plant or a biochamber. Okay, so we need 16, so that is 48 U235, 160 biter eggs. We find concrete number I don't care about. Capture bot rocket I care about. Lab count doesn't matter at all. Okay, it needs 2 per. Okay, so we need 32 capture bot rockets, which is quite a lot actually. 32 times 20. That's 640 bioflex just to get the capture bot rockets. Actually, we've already done this math. Okay, so the only thing that I need to do is write down. These numbers don't matter, do they? Okay, they do. How am I gonna write this? I'll probably just do the combinator thing again because that honestly worked pretty well. We don't need to hand feed the processing units or the steel. We do need to hand feed 50 robot frames and 20 bioflex, except some of the bioflex needs to go to eggs. So maybe I just feed 750 bioflex. That would give us more than enough bot rockets, about 5 or 10 extra for attacking. Or we can do 800, but I think 1,000 halves. Wait, what's their stack size? 200. Okay, so actually 800. Actually, no, since stack size is 100, any multiple of 100 is very easy to do. So that would be 800? Yeah, 800 sounds good. 800 bioflex into bot rockets. Is that how you spell rockets? I think it's how you spell rockets. And then we have 200 into biters. Biter bases. I'm still not used to my keyboard. I really like it, but it is incredibly sensitive. I'm definitely getting better, and I like how it feels and is comfortable. It's just the issue is very, very hair trigger, which is kind of something that you always. It's an issue you pretty much always have if you're going to have a low profile keyboard. I've noticed there might be some that are better, but because it's just physically less possible for you to have shorter actuation or longer actuations distances, they're always going to activate very, very quickly. Okay, yeah, that's good there. And then we need 160 biter eggs. I thought we needed biter eggs for other thing. Low profile. I have a Keychron. I have one of the Keychron ones. I can't remember the exact model, but I don't think they have many choices for their low profile, so it's whatever full size one there is. Yeah, it's not like it's not like a split one or anything fancy like that. But unless I wanted to make one fully myself, there very much are not options. There very much are not options for me to pick from. At least not that many. Okay, we need 160 eggs. And then 48 uranium for this. I'm going to call it shiny rock. There we go, because that's much more clear which one I need. And then refine. Actually, all of these are hand-fed, so I might as well just write it down. But yeah, we'll have this written somewhere else, but for now, just so that way it's visible, I'm going to write it there. I'll transfer it to an Excel spreadsheet before the run. But it's hard for me to screen share that unless I make a new account. I guess I can make a new account for everything. But yeah, I don't like screen sharing my Google Drives. Shiny rock. We need. What am I missing? 16 labs, and then I don't know the number. 25 times 16. Is that 400? Feels like it's 400. That feels right. So 400 refined concrete. And I'm pretty sure that stuff is just fully automated. Actually, no, I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure about that. No, I shouldn't say that. Okay, there we go. It is fully automated though. I don't know what we automated it for. I think I'm forgetting. Oh, I'm forgetting what we needed to craft. Not okay. We remembered it on Fulgora. We remember to bring the stuff for the biochambers. That stuff's written down. Volcanus. Okay, we wrote that one down. Fulgora we haven't because I don't really know how we're gonna do Fulgora. I think we might practice Fulgora tomorrow as the only planet because I don't actually know what. I don't know. I don't remember how to start this. How to start Fulgora fast. I also need to figure out where the ruins are, so we need to recheck this seed. Okay, but yeah, that one's TBD. Maybe we'll work on that tomorrow. Most of the stuff we just bring ready-made. I think as long as we bring enough for a couple scrappers, which honestly we don't need to because they can rebuild other, sorry, recyclers, not scrappers, easily enough. Yeah, I think I'm gonna research. I think I'm gonna research stack size output because that seems worth the. It's only like 1,000 bioscience. Depending on when I get it, it's actually only like 400. Realistically, Fulgora would be a lot faster with bots, but boring. Honestly, I'm not completely convinced that it's that much faster with bots because of the insane power draw of them. Maybe making like, I feel like the starter base using Logibots for the mall would probably work really well, but using them for the science, I'm not sure if it's faster. Not with the research speeds that we'd have. See, I need to mine a vault to boot Fulgora. Yeah, yeah, we need the vault, but I don't know. I don't know how much the vault gives you. If it's like a lot, then that's good. If it's only enough for like one recycler, though, I'll probably bring other components. Oh yeah, this giant patch, which is definitely legitimate and not a fake one that I put just for testing. Basically, the way I was running it, I exhausted the patch that was actually here dry, so I tried to give it like a ton of stuff that I just wouldn't have to care about, but we've even run that dry too. But that's just for testing. We can get this many drills on it, but it only covers like this much area. Like it's a small patch. But very useful for testing our design, for sure. Yeah, we should reload this save uh, and see what a vault gives us, so that we have an idea of what all we need to bring. But most of the stuff you kind of just have to produce on this planet, so there aren't a ton of options. Is there another way we can build plates? Oh, right, we've tested it before. You can build holmium plates in foundries, but we're not doing foundries because foundries only reduce our plate cost by a very small amount. Okay, they reduce the holmium plate cost by 30%, but they reduce your total holmium cost by much less than that, like 15% or something. Yeah, something like that. It's only, I want to say it's only 33% of 50% because only like half of your consumption is directly through plates. The rest of it is through electrolyte, which is cheaper. Or yeah, it's a little cheaper, I think. But yeah, so that's like a 15% reduction in holmium, which is not a ton. That's like a 16% increase in science. So that's complicating the build a lot for just a 16% boost, which you could get by adding like one more drill to each of these segments. Yeah, what do cryo plants take? Because I feel like I do not know. Oh, I missed some of the railgun costs. These have to be produced there too, which we should be doing these in a assembler, so that way I can actually. Oh wait, no, one has to be in an assembler, the other has to be in a cryo plant. Okay, cryogenic plant needs process units, superconductors, lithium plates, and refined concrete. Oh, we need lithium plates. I was not accounting for that in my holmium count. Okay. So if we need 9 of these, that's 180 plates, which is divided by 90. Right? Is it 180? Sorry, divided by 5, though, not by 90. 180 by 5. So that is 36 more plates that we need. That is not a ton, but it is technically more. I'm going to write that in our notes. Plus 36 more plates for cryo plants. Perfect. Wait. How did we get our first... Oh, the lithium just comes from... Right, the lithium comes from mining. I couldn't think of how we got our first lithium. But yeah, it's not our problem to solve. I just forgot how they worked. Okay, so what else are we missing for the cryo plant? Okay, so we need another 180 processing units, and then 360 refined concrete, and then another 180 superconductors. Okay, that does increase our request a pretty decent amount. So 180 more superconductors and processing units. 360 refined concrete, which I'm still not sure if I'm just going to ship in the refined concrete or not. I'm going to write it here because it is the laziest way to do it. But we could craft concrete into refined concrete when we get here. But I don't think it's worth the extra effort. I think it's cheap enough to just ship. Okay, so we can't add another one to this, but what I can do is I can add 180. And then we'll just add 180 to these as well. I'm very glad that they added the ability to put equations in here. It's very nice to just be able to add directly inside of the checkbox. I feel really quiet today. I wonder if my mic's I think my mic's in a weird spot. It's a little bit more angled away from me than normal. Okay, so hopefully that is better. Refined concrete, we said 360 of that. Then maybe before I do all this math, I should actually... Yeah, before I type all of that, I should make sure we didn't forget something else. Okay, cryogenic plant. Where are you at? So that one's good. That's everything we need. The rest of it we already have written down. We need to add the 36 holmium, I think, though. Okay, now we need 60 tungsten plates, another 100 superconductors, another 40 carbon fiber. Okay, that should be easy. 60, 140. See, if only you can write E in the input box. Can you use it to, like, mean something? You know, like the math form of E? Either... I guess it can usually mean 2 different ones, depending on which it is. But either, like, you know, the natural... What is it called? Euler's number? Yeah, Euler's number. And then... the other one would just be scientific notation. So I could... Let's see. Let's test it. Let's connect less than 1e2. Okay, so it means it does work in the exponent. Okay, so it works like scientific notation. So you just want to confirm it like it used to? Yeah. Isn't there... You can press... No, actually, is there another way to confirm it? Is there just no quick way to do it? Oh, wait, actually, I don't want to undo that because this is my reference. Thruster... Save. Doesn't enter confirm. Yeah, but it's on the other side of the keyboard. I thought it was an easier to press button. But yeah, enter should work. I was just thinking there was something on the left-hand side I could use. Maybe you just need I've actually thought about it before. A numpad. They make keyboards with a numpad on the left. In that situation, the enter would be on that side. You can also get standalone USB numpads that are just an extra numpad that you could put on the left. And I have considered both of these until I realized that a standalone numpad is like $100, and it's like I'm not spending I'm not spending that. There might be cheaper ones, but it's not like I'm hurting enough for it to go searching for it. Hello, Arters, welcome. Okay. 60, 140. Hopefully that's enough. Novice, no. A kilo and beyond. There we go. So add 60. So 134 plus 40. There we go. And then we need tungsten plates. I was thinking we needed plates for something, but cannot remember what, where. 60 of these, that is way less than one rocket. So we'll definitely get more, but, you know, at least we have the number. If we don't get enough, that's fine. But our goal is to just fill one rocket. And if we do it with minimum amounts and do it manually, that works too. Or we can just accept that it's a little efficient. I don't think at this point in the run it will really matter. Although I will have to make sure I send the ship there earlier to start picking stuff up. What am I missing? Processing units, right? No? Yes, processing units were the ones that were... Superconductors were 100. I'm trying to remember the recipes, but I don't think I'm gonna. I've never really built it. Oh no, there's no extra process units, so we're good. Yeah, there definitely are cheaper ones, but yeah. Even cheap, it's not that big of a concern. It's very rare that it ever comes up, but there are times where I'm like, yeah, this would be kind of nice. If I had more space on that side of the my keyboard, it would probably be a little bit different though. But that's where I keep my water. So I guess, yeah, I guess that's probably a bigger wall, huh? See, times when competitions end and who have the better hardware. I like. Wait, you mean like Factorio speedruns? Because isn't that isn't that how the Factorio speedruns go? But I think we've requested everything we need here. Are we forgetting anything now? I don't think so. No, I think we're good. And we're gonna add an extra like 50 to all of them, and then we can always request another rocket if we miscount. But I think we're okay. Okay, so I think I'm pretty happy with this ship and the request that I have, right? Oh wait, no, this is you know, it might be fine. Oh, and then also wait, we need because this will be our science ship, I believe. And then hopefully you can start I don't yeah, I'm not sure how we're gonna do the requests. Science return though. Actually, I just realized we have not requested science in any of our rockets. We'll request up to... right, I remember now. We don't need circuit conditions. Right. We only need the all requests satisfied when leaving Novice. We don't need it above the other planets. So this one is just doing cryoscience whenever it gets there. Probably doesn't need a manual request because I think we can ship it all at once and not have a huge issue or not have a huge delay, because really the only thing we need from that is the railgun. I'm assuming we'll still be building our ship though while we're actually doing the research, so I'm not too concerned about that. Okay, then starter one. Oh yeah. Right. No, what I should do. Well, nah, that's a dumb key to press. Yeah, we just click in a random spot and make it really high number. Unfortunately, yes. And you don't have chances in anything other than steel axe. And train do it? And you're not going to go for those as those are whoever just makes the game more pixel perfect. Yeah, steel axe is a very... For such a short category, it is incredibly physically demanding. That is one I had to give up after, like, immediately. It was the first one I'd done, or it was the first run I tried to do, just because it is a nice starting run. But I'm just like, yeah, I can't do those mechanics, even at the best of times. Steel axe hurt. Gotlap was okay. Now that the Gotlap strategy would just hand feed everything, it kind of complicates it a lot. Yeah, if I just wanted to go for like the 2.0 record or something, that probably would be manageable. But considering how hand-fed all the designs are to get anything remotely competitive, it's kind of rough. Maybe I'll do burner Gotlap and then just not use inserters at all, and then it won't matter that it's burner Gotlap, because it's basically already burner Gotlap in Zasper's build. Okay, am I forgetting anything obvious? I don't know. I feel like, I mean, if I was forgetting it, that's kind of, if it was important, I'd remember it. But no, if I'm forgetting it, I obviously am not remembering it. So the answer is a resounding no. Also, this needs to be... This can't make railgun ammo. This can make railgun ammo. Railgun ammo I can probably make as we go. But yeah, they're for some reason I was thinking there were only 2 inputs into this, steel and wire, or steel and explosives, but yeah, wires are there too. If I could loop this, we could get 3 of them to work. Because we could have like an input. I think we just do this with speed modules, though. That's probably fine. Because we only need, I think we decided we needed about 200, and we're going to make 300 for safety. Oh my gosh, why is editor mode so bad now? There's so many cool features to use, but that is not one of them. Okay, so we can get 0.2 railguns per second. We need 300 of them. So that is about 30 minutes of railgun production, but I think we can, I really do think we can make do with, yeah, I think we can make do. Trying to think of how fast our ship goes. It's about a 15 to 20 minute, 15 to 20 minute stretch to the outer ring. So yeah, we should be fine. Because if we only make like 200 ahead of time, or 100 ahead of time, we'll be able to make new stuff as we go relatively quickly. We'll just have to change our requests, which there isn't really a great way to signify that, but we'll probably just have to remove the railgun request and hope everything works out. Yeah, rockets should produce a lot faster. 2 per second, we only need about 600 of those. That's fine, that's 5 minutes of production. It's not bad at all. And then ammo, we'll have to have that producing pretty much the entire time. Now we need to figure out how much it takes to go from novice to a kilo and back. So let's research the explosive damage. We will not have this much explosive. Let's do, by the time we go to this planet, I think we'll only have probably up to this one. And then bullet shooting speed and physical projectiles. So we'll do just the blue. We'll do just the blue there, just the blue here. Although this doesn't, actually that doesn't change the amount of ammo I need, so that's actually not a huge deal. So this should let us know if we can, how much ammo we need to actually make it to the other planet. How much do we have now? We have 5,052. Okay, so that's about 5,000. Okay, so we have about the numbers that we have. 5,000 and 2,000. That's the important numbers. And then we just go all the way to a kilo, which we don't actually have. We don't actually have an kilo route on our kilo ship. And we will wait until, I guess, all requests satisfied. We just need something that's not really ever going to happen. And now we can speed it up again to make things a lot quicker. Because yeah, we have not been running at times 64 speed yet, because we haven't really been testing any build throughput, so we haven't needed to. It feels kind of weird because I pretty much am exclusively in this in the sped up mode during editor, so it felt wrong. Oh, that is a lot. Oh, that doesn't even work. What the heck? That's not a good sign. How come we did not? How come we did not survive that journey? I'm assuming the issue was turrets. Obviously. I'm assuming it was the gun turrets, not the rocket turrets, which means if we get more gun turrets, I think we'll be fine. Because we can add another layer like that. Huh. Weird. That was very slow. I got a dent in the paint. What? It's just like a flesh wound kind of incident. Is it? It's not something we have to worry about. We're fine. Okay, let's see if this works better. But it looks like we do need a lot of ammo to actually make it to a kilo, which isn't great. Because, I mean, it was already that round. I guess we only have to do the round trip like twice. Never mind. And then we also need to test waiting in a kilo orbit and see if we can survive that and see how much ammo that uses. But yeah, I don't know why we... Oh. That's probably fine. See, big asteroids, big asteroids, big. No, that's fine. It is our rockets. Okay. This isn't enough rockets even on 50% asteroids. That is unfortunate. Oh, you know what it was? I was relying pretty heavily on what's it called? The shooting speed research. And it doesn't affect rocket turrets at all until you get to 5. So they only... Oh, no. No, never mind. They get that pretty early. Wait, no, they don't. Do turrets not get this bonus? No, they do. Right? Yeah, they should. So I guess this is just a big difference. That takes it from... Oh, wow. That is 50% more speed. Actually, yeah, that's a lot more. But yeah, this is not enough. Do these guys in the middle do anything? I don't think so. I don't think they're that important. Okay, let's see if this is enough. We did lose out on some gun turrets this way, but hopefully it's all right. Hello, Martinez. Welcome, welcome. Currently, we are stress testing to see if our ship can make it to a kilo and back safely, and how much ammo we need. And it's a good thing we're testing it because the answer is it cannot. So it can't even make it. So it doesn't actually matter how much it costs when everything is crashing. But yeah, we'll be doing the run hopefully Sunday. That's the goal. It's not going to be super practice, so it's not going to be very fast, but I wanted to just do a run just for fun. I mean, it won't be the first run submitted, but honestly, I didn't care that much about that. I just wanted to do something. See, we haven't done like a speed run in a while. The closest thing would be Burner Alejandro, which is a speed run technically, but you know, that one's more of like a problem solving thing or like a puzzle than it is an actual run you have to do. Oh wait. Nope, keep making the round trip. You're fine. Okay, that's gonna give us the wrong number, but I guess it's gonna say we used more than we actually did. It's better to go that direction. Can I afford this? Yes, because we only have to do this trip max of 2 times, I think. So it does use a lot of ammo. Okay, so round trip, that was about 3,400 ammo and about 1,000 rockets. Yikes. Where do I put that? A kilo round trip. Sure. That should be fine. And then we say... ammo, we needed 1,600. And then rockets, we used 1,000. That is a lot. I feel like we have... I feel like we did something wrong there, because we barely use 1,000 from... Yeah, we barely even use 1,000 from a kilo to the outer edge. Oh, you know what the difference is? I bet it's the railguns. The railguns are just so efficient at destroying asteroids. That's probably why we don't notice a difference. Or maybe not notice a difference, but why it uses so many fewer rockets for the much farther distance, about 3 times the distance. Hello, Sunny Muffin. Welcome. Thanks for the follow. Oh, cool. I'm dropping a lot of frames. Like a lot of frames. It seems like it might be level. No, it's not. It's not. It looks like it's been dropping for like the past, like, what, minute? 2 minutes? Is my voice at least coming through? I'm assuming the visuals are very choppy, if not just completely dropped. But with how bad it is showing the numbers, I'm not even convinced if people can hear me right now. I might have to drop to a 1080p stream again, or a 720p stream. Do I have anything up that shouldn't be? I guess I can close Discord, although that doesn't usually cost much internet bandwidth, but I don't know, it's probably fine. It's probably just a lag spike. I imagine it will level itself out. Yeah, this seems all right. We don't have a backup gun. I think we need another gun. I guess what we can do, though, is we can replace... Yeah, okay. That's fine. Voice is fine. Cool. That means that I'm at least not talking to no one, so that's something. Yeah, I think this will work well. And then on the trip to... No, actually, no, I really like this design. Because basically what it means is that once we leave a kilo, we actually need more gun turrets, surprisingly. We care more about those than we do about the rocket turrets once we get the railguns attached. So we can just delete this, I think. And then copy this, and we can even do 2 of them if we really want to. Yeah, that's totally... That's a good upgrade path. We just delete 1 rocket turret, and we're good to go. And then we also need repair packs. That is something that we have not been requesting, and it is very important. Especially if we plan to idle in a kilo. Okay, now we have to make the trip back to a kilo, unfortunately. We're going to make it easier this time, though. We're going to do speed, weapon shooting speed in Q, and then rockets. We might be able to get 1 more explosive damage. I don't know. And we also have the railguns, which I did not filter. I think I wanted the railguns to just shoot anything they see, though, because it doesn't increase the railgun cost by that much, and it saves a lot of rockets. We might have 1, though, set to huge and 1 set to all. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Because this I will help now with the... Oh, no, which one's wrong? They're both wrong. Okay. There we go. I always confuse which one is which. The big or the huge. Okay, we did not stop in a kilo. That's because it has no requests. There we go. Now it should be fine. We are running low on ammo, but we still technically have enough to make it back, right? Yeah, barely. Technically, yes. Realistically, not really. I imagine we're going to rely heavily on autosaves, because I don't trust our ability to survive. Why is it not stopping in a kilo? What am I doing wrong? Oh, it has a minimum value of... Oh. Is that what? Huh. Did I overflow it? Yes, I believe they're at 50%. I still don't know if that's better. I don't know if the trade-off is worth it. Because it means you have to wait a lot longer to start your ship. But once it's flying, I think it's fine. It's just the initial like trip off the planet is a bit rough. Also, the science production, you need like 2 or 3 times the space platforms just to get enough science. But I mean, once you get past like the early hurdle, the 50% makes it so much nicer to travel, I think. Especially considering my ships are not inefficient. But yeah, I don't think we'll be idling enough for it to be a huge problem. Doesn't seem like it uses a ton of ammo. It definitely, if we want to idle above a kilo, though, we got to do it for a short time. But I'm thinking we do the 1 trip to a kilo, then we send it back to we could just have it. We could have it restock until we have enough rockets. Maybe that would be a good idea. You wonder if you can make your space platform really wide to compensate or something. The amount of additional rockets you get from like extra width, I think it drops off really quick. Sorry, not rockets, asteroids you get. It drops off pretty fast from what I've heard. So So if you can make like one space platform that doesn't require like any extra components in it, there's no real reason to do a wide one unless you can mechanically do it like a lot faster. Like a lot faster. But I don't know if you've seen the space science one. It's similar to the Anti-Elites design, or I think Phoenix was the one who made it. But we were lazy and we just did a bunch of crushers. But yeah, there's like no waste. Because of the way we did the crushers, there's wasted tiles. But there's realistically like no wasted tiles here. So making it wider adds wasted tiles. But I don't think I would get double the asteroids by moving it over. Oh yeah, I forgot that. It's a windmill. Yeah, that seems to be a pretty optimal shape for a lot of stuff in Space Age. Does this work though? Why isn't this working? Okay, it's because we're not consuming any science on Novice. It's backed up, which is totally not a problem. But yeah, this is just so inefficient, and we, or so not inefficient. It's so efficient, and you only have to build like one corner of it, I think, and then you can copy and paste it around the other corners. You might have to add an accumulator somewhere by hand, but I don't think you need one. But yeah, definitely hard to beat that. It's just a solid design and covers pretty much every area they could get past. If only we could get legendary. I haven't actually like watched the asteroids fly around before. Wasn't sure how far out they went. I'm assuming it's based on like probably, what would this be? 50 tiles or something? 50 tiles outside the edge of your ship. Is there a limit to how wide your ship can be? There would have to be, right? Is there? Now I'm curious. I'm assuming there is. But I have no idea what it would be. It hasn't stopped me yet. That's a good sign. So we're about 100 tiles out, I think. That would be 200. I don't know why I'm doing pairs. That's 300. Is there no limit? This feels dumb. I thought there was a limit. And of course my inventory is full. What? There you go. I cannot clear it. But yeah, if you do absolute... Oh, 500 by 500. Okay. Is that the limit? Is it because I'm in editor mode? I feel like this isn't right. What am I doing wrong? There has to be a limit, right? Now I'm not convinced. I'm no longer convinced there's a limit. Wait, fail? What was the fail? I mean, okay, there's sure there were a lot, but which one in particular was the worst right now? Yeah, this is peak Space Age peak engine performance. You may not understand it, but it's true. Okay, let's try this. Space Age test. Why am I testing this on my science ship? Oh, because it didn't. Yeah, that's why. How do I even drive this one? I can't even click over there. This doesn't have any defenses, which is a problem. It won't get very far. Wait, it's moving. I think. I can't tell. It says it's moving 10 kilometers a second, but I don't believe it. I have no reason to believe it. I wish there was like a big asteroid I could use as a reference. It might be going in the wrong direction. I mean, I guess that number is going up. There we go. This is definitely optimal design. But it did not answer my question, though. Is there actually no limit to how wide your ship can be? Because the whole reason I was building this is because it seemed really silly. Maybe it's only buildable because I'm in editor mode. That's possible. So I guess we don't really have a conclusion. Oh my gosh, 2.8 kilometers per second. Do you even need... You could make do with like one assembler with this. You would also need probably a bajillion... You need like a bajillion cargo bays to make this work. Yeah, that you need a lot of storage to make it that this can get any kind of high transfer rate of science. Like maybe 1 million science per trip and you would get a few science per second. Maybe. Okay, I guess we didn't really do anything. We can just delete these. Let's see, width is for all practical means limited, height as well, just the front. It's restricted, back is fine. Interesting, okay. Is there a way I can force delete it? Height as in this way. So you can go infinitely, you can only go like a certain amount of tiles this way, but you can go infinitely backwards. Does my personal laser defense trigger? I don't actually know. Oh, did we blueprint this? We didn't blueprint this, hold on. Because this is saved. Science platform, not dead. Starter platform, we're gonna force build that. There we go, nothing happened. Okay. You think so if you step onto the ship, not if you're in cargo. Okay, so it would be editor only, I guess. Because they fixed the bug that lets you naturally do it. See, do we have a ship we can test? I guess we can test with this one. Just make sure we save first so I don't actually have to reload it. Okay, so space age any % test is now my main save. I really need to rename that. That'll be a problem. Okay, we'll give it 1 thruster. And then we'll just spawn in the resources. It definitely helps to test ships with infinite resources. Makes it so much more convenient. Okay, and then I think we switch it down to that. Okay. I don't think I actually have personal laser defenses in me. So we need power armor. Ooh, let's do mech armor. Can you increase the range of the laser defenses? I don't know how the range works on them. Where's the generators? Germinators, generator, reactor. There we go. That's what they're called. Portable fusion reactor, and then laser turrets. Yeah, how do you pull up the infinite pipes? You're inexperienced in editor mode and couldn't find them. You can only see them in the main editor menu. Yes, quality improves laser range. Okay, cool. I figured it would just be damage for these. I guess it's everything. I guess it's everything but damage. Okay, this should be manageable to test then. Not this one, but the better one. Anyway, if you're in this version of editor mode where it says map editor at the top and not remote view, it's this unsorted section on the end. It might be that you have to enable the settings somewhere in here. There should be, I think there's a spot. Yeah, show infinity. No, not infinity filters. Is it something you have to enable? Is it hidden entities? No, hidden entities are weird. It might just be the default. But yeah, you don't see it if you're in remote view. For some reason, they don't let you see the tab. If you do want to do them in remote view though, like you can place them in remote view, you just have to put them on your hotbar first while you're in editor mode. And then you can use them in remote view. But if you forget, it's really annoying. And I always forget. So I have to do that song and dance every time. Okay, so this one is space platform. We leave editor, we create our mech armor, and then we leave and see if this works. Oh, we should probably equip it. Wait, can you? Wait. Wait a minute. You could just fly off the ship. Wait, that's awesome. So if you're in editor mode, you can get out of the ship. There used to be a way to do it legitimately by exiting the vehicle before you've actually left the planet, which is fantastic. But now you just have to be in map editor view and then exit out. But yeah, they removed it. Oh my gosh, that looks awesome. No, that's cool. But yeah, this is very silly. What if we make it even more silly? And we do damage. And we just make this really, really high. Okay. There we go. See, this is the most optimal form of travel. If you get enough personal lasers, you don't even drain power from the ship. It's perfect. Theoretically, you could get to the... Actually, maybe not. I was going to say theoretically you might be able to get to the system edge with this. But that probably isn't true, because I don't actually know the stats of the Promethean one. If anything's 100% resistant to lasers, it wouldn't be possible. If it's 99%, I think it's technically possible with given infinite science, but that's probably not realistic. Let's see, where's the Factoria PDI? It's this one. Then asteroids would be under space. Okay, so these are only 99%. 99. Okay, there's a chance. So with enough time, you could use very low energy lasers and make it all the way to the system edge. Do not even want to think about how many researches you'd need for that though. That sounds awful. But yeah, let's reload it and let's also rename it to maybe Space Age Any Percent 5. Or sorry, Spage. Actually, I'm thinking I might start calling it Spinny Percent. Does that name make sense? Because like I don't like I don't like the SA Space Age Any Percent command that I have. Cine Percent? Yeah, I could just do 1A. Because it's really just the double A that I don't like in the command, and it's kind of annoying to type. But 1A or just like a P instead of the first A for spinny. Spinny is fun because it sounds like you're spinning. Oh right, we're just gonna leave this guy. Actually, how do I delete it? There we go. Delete space platform. Wait, I don't know what the second one I deleted was. Poor spammy percent. Ooh. You eat spam as fast as you can, and you get disqualified if you get sick from eating the uncooked spam from the fridge. Sorry, uncooked is the wrong word. Unheated. Because I mean, it's technically safe to eat right straight out of the can. It's just you don't really want to. Space platform, delete. Space platform not dead. Wait. Ah, darn it. Why is my naming scheme so bad? Oh, you mistyped. Okay. I thought it was a reference to something. Silly percent? Well, silly percent wouldn't apply to like the main category because it's not that silly. Although, okay, it is a little bit silly because you got to consider that the amount of buildings you need to produce 2 science per second is silly. Like this is so little, and I think of this as silly a lot. But that would go for most. Pretty much everything except maybe 100% is going to have a small build on all of them. So which one am I trying to delete? Space platform. Oh, That's what was happening. Okay, so the cursor was going down to this one when I deleted it, but this is the one I was looking at. So I thought things were broken, but now we're good. Okay, and then this one is just our old ship. I was just showing it to someone. So we can delete that. We can delete this. Yeah, let's get rid of all the ships that don't do anything because they're kind of annoying. Starter 1 is our starter ship. Ashcon, I don't know what this is, but we'll get rid of it. Space age 100% would be Spundo %. Oh, I like that, actually. I like that a lot. Or Spundo. That is an extra letter for no reason, but that would be SP from space and then Hundo, which would make an F sound if you just read it phonetically like that. But it's too many extra characters for no reason. I wonder what the distinction will be. I mean, I guess people will just call it space age any percent and space age 100%. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm pretty sure we're fine. Rocket, 1,000. Ammo, 1,000. Oh, that wasn't right. Oh, well, we made it back. I was idling above the wrong planet. It's extra characters because it's fun to say. Yeah, that's a good point. So if I could justify Fundo % just because it's fun. There we go. I was wondering why we couldn't build it. It's because we weren't actually in editor view. We were just in map view. It's so hard to tell the difference between them now. Okay, so the only difference between this one and our final trip is going to be the railguns at the end and maybe the rocket builds here, but I can always shift those if I really want to. So imagine we might be able to get, yeah, we could probably get extra gun turrets and extra rockets if I just used underground belts here. You're not a fan of the border? I know, I think it's because they wanted it to be more obvious that you're in it because it has features unique to it. But it's not obvious enough that I actually really noticed it. So it just, when I do notice it, it's just ugly, but it's not noticeable enough for things to, yeah, it's not noticeable enough for me to like actually realize it. See, before it had the interlacing effect. Oh, did they remove that? I thought that was just performance saving. What, was there another reason that they did that? I just figured they just the game couldn't render the stuff on the outside for performance benefits. Huh. Wait, maybe it's just because I'm in. So there's no interlacing on the outside anymore? Yeah, I haven't noticed that. Oh, that'll be nice. Also in zoomed all the way in, fog of war queued for deconstruction doesn't show. I'm not sure what that means. I can't think of what weirdness fog of war had. Did we change anything? No, we didn't change anything. We just went to novice to stuff. Let's see, if you could a tree... Oh, if you queue a tree for deconstruction is red on the map. Gotcha. That's what you meant. I was thinking we queue it while we're still in map view, while it's like outside the fog of war, and I could not figure out how that all worked together. But that seems good. That's not good. Okay, so this one's fine. A kilo and beyond I am a little bit worried about. It requires so much ammo to make the round trip. I don't think it seems to have any water issues though. This seems to be working perfectly fine. Yeah, that's doing good. Yeah, we're just not bringing in shipments. That's okay. I feel like I'm missing something though. Repair packs. Well, okay, they're technically requested. They're just not being built. Am I making repair packs? I don't actually know if I set up repair pack production. I did not. Okay. So repair packs are super easy to just throw next to the mall. Unfortunately, our mall sucks. I think we can fit it here. Repair packs, and then we're good. What do these stack to? That's not how you spell repair. Repair packs stack in a rocket to 100. Okay, so we only need to keep maybe 200 or something on us. They're only going to be used for rocket stuff because we don't have fighters attacking us. You got confused by it a couple times. Yeah, now that I know what you mean, let's see. So you say fog of war, so like we can deconstruct it outside. And then we go to editor mode. Okay, maybe I didn't. Okay. If you queue a tree for deconstruction, it's red on the map. So what's different about this one? Did it just not used to show that earlier? Or do you mean red on this map? Because now I'm not now I'm not so sure anymore. As the orange blueprint mode, it highlights it unless zoomed into a level where it would show to satellite view. Did they fix it? It is very possible it was fixed since then because I cannot reproduce this. I think I know what you're talking about because I can't like remember that exactly, but I feel like I just got that vibe of things like not. I don't know if that's a good description. Like it just felt wrong when I would like zoom in, like something was going wrong, but I could never place what it was. So it could definitely be that. It was like an uncanny feeling, and dropping like those kind of markers would definitely cause that weirdness. Now, does this work properly? Yes, actually, it's relatively balanced. We don't have a buffer tank. Never mind, it's not balanced at all. How come I deleted all of my buffers? Okay, we were in the wrong. Okay, we were in map view of non-editor mode. No wonder why it wasn't working. Okay, that should work a lot better now. Okay, yeah, cool. Now it has a buffer. Although it was working fine enough. Oh yeah, the splitter thing you were telling me about. Yeah, I could not figure out what was being described, but conceptually it seems cool either way. Also, we weren't able to get this to work how I wanted. I wanted to use this trick, but there's really no reason to do that in 2.0. Because its main benefit was pressure going around a corner, which we just, is not a problem anymore in 2.0. So there's really less ugly fluid solutions now. It's kind of sad. Is there anything else I'm missing? Okay, we got the repair packs. We also need repair packs on this one, which we are actually requesting. Good. So this is all the building stuff for the other planets. We have not done Fulgora deliveries, but I really don't think we need just raw materials here. Okay, and then we have to make a couple choices about how we want to do bots. I think the easiest way to do it is to just be lazy and just request the bots. Because crafting bots is possible, but it is kind of... I don't know. It's not that much harder. You know what? It's really not, because I think we're already requesting... Yeah, we're already requesting green and red chips and stuff, so we'll do... What are they called? Bot frames? Robot frames. Yeah, this has a capacity of 150. So yeah, there's no reason for us not to have that. I'm thinking we do 100 of each on each planet. I really don't know how many I need. Sorry, 50 of each. Like 50 lodge bots, 50 construction bots, but considering how rarely we need to send science, I don't know if that's going to be a concern. We might be able to make do with like 10. The construction bots are mostly for personal use and to leave there when we're done. We could probably do like 10 and 10 or 25 and 25. It's definitely not going to be a problem. I think 25 and 25 makes sense. Because that's plenty to build fast enough, because that's as many as we could fit on our exoskeletons. And then the other bot, 25 Lodge bots, they only have to move 1,000 items, or 200 items per minute. It's in red belts. Ah, okay. I think I get it. Okay. Yeah. That makes so much sense. I've definitely done stuff like this before. Because, yeah, it's a very, very good design. It definitely rings a bell now. I could not picture this at all. Just saying here, good luck with the run. You're excited for the essay strats? Yeah, we don't really have a ton of strats. This is going to be a very rough run on Sunday of a very poorly put together base. Because I want to see, like, what limiters you'd actually have in a run, because I haven't really done any before I put, like, a ton of time into the making, like, a compact base and, you know, making it easy to build. So this is just kind of a YOLO thing. We have rough plans built, but if we forget something, it's not a big deal. That is that kind of run. Which means it's not going to be terribly creative, I don't think. Although there are some things that we're doing just for the fun of it to get a more creative solution, even if it is just objectively not a great idea. Like our fluid voiding. Cracking is not that much harder to set up, but this is really funny. So I went with it. Because I really like this. It voids, I think, 400 fluid a second. Is its max? No, 600. It should be 600, whatever half the speed of the pump is, I think. Let's see, the important one is the first one is the sorter, not the priority. Yeah. And is that just to prevent, to make it so you don't have to do like a sideload thing? Is that its main benefit? You just figured you delete your storage tanks. That also works. I mean, there's a button that you can press from remote view that just clears it, so you don't even have to delete the tanks. Unless, of course, you're trying to delete only a certain amount. But yeah, I don't want to have to think about it, so I'm just voiding it. Especially since I would need a lot of tanks to not have to check on Novice very often. The first one is so that it sorts, the second one is so it doesn't block. I see. Am I missing? Am I using bots on this planet? No. Did I get power pulls on all of them? I think I got power pulls. Whoa, what is that? The Fulgora music was wild. It just, a lot of the music seems out of place sometimes. Yeah, I think the science build is good. We don't need to remove spoilage ever, which is very nice. There's a good chance I'll need to do 2 of these. Let's do the unloading, actually, while we're thinking about it. We need to figure out how we're going to get this stuff from here over to here. I guess we just extend these. Let's do it in blue belt. Because that kind of highlights, hey, this isn't happening until way later. Because this, obviously, we don't need until our second planet. We don't really need to do this until we get back from Gleba. Because it's not like we need to research the science we're producing on Fulgora for quite a while. Okay, so we'll need regular express belts. Okay, this will just go straight through. This will go straight through. These are going to go up. And then I'm imagining these will just kind of have a splitter on. There's not, I can't really see a clean way to do that, but I'm not too worried. I really need to stop keeping it on times 64 speed. that happens way too often. Also, this doesn't work. This is a terrible way to get these through. I didn't realize it was such a tight spot. I would not have done good in that Factoria scenario back when it existed. I guess, does it still exist? You can still play those, right? Like the ones that you used to have to pay extra for. As like that came with a supporter pack. And then they just made them free. I think that's a real thing. But yeah, I never really paid for them. Or I never played them. Wait, they cost extra? They used to. Like the Tight Spot, Transport Madness, or whatever they were called. They were included in like the $5 extra like supporter tier. You also got like a couple wallpaper downloads. I think nowadays all of those are free. But initially they were just like, hey, thanks for the support. And you could tip them an extra, basically $5. But I mean, that was also when the game cost like $20, so it was like not a bad deal. I mean, not like it was ever a bad deal. It's Factorio. So does it matter what connects where? No, no, it doesn't. You figured Transport Belt Madness was just a tutorial? No, they're like bonus scenarios, which was kind of cool. It was a cool concept. Also, is this should just be rerouted, right? Yeah, this should just be rerouted. But yeah, I bought that one. I was like, I got too many hours from this game. Here's more money. And then they released Space Age, so I got to do the whole thing again. It's like, here's even more money. You figured it was a tutorial on how to spaghetti? You know, that's probably... That's a good way of looking at it. And then the other two we get from here. So that would be... What would the order be? Orange and pink? Am I forgetting one? I might be forgetting one. No, I'm not, because we don't need all the sciences. No, we're good. Actually, they should be going into a buffer chest. They definitely should go into a buffer chest, which really not a problem at all to do. Yeah, let's just do that. Makes things simpler. 1, 2, 1 over route up, and then over route up. Okay, perfect. Now, barrels we haven't really found a use for. We're still just gonna throw them off to the side. We'll figure something out. Maybe we'll launch artillery at it or something. I don't really know. Wait, why am I sending barrels? Why am I sending barrels back down? What's wrong with me? We have a much better solution. Novice. No, we go to starter 1. It's the answer's right there. What's wrong with me? There we go. Barrels. That saves so much time on novice. Perfect. Okay. So if we are doing this, we should be... Yeah, we don't have to do the request. Awesome. Okay, fix the barrel problem. And then that means we would keep the same thing... over here. Oh, okay, so it doesn't work here. Unless we move the tank, which we can move the tank, right? Okay, no, we can't. Okay, that's a little unfortunate. Wait. Can I just remove this? What's the problem here? That's, you know what, it's fine. Most of our water is going to be in the first one. Where I care more. So we'll just have them built a little bit differently. That should be fine. There might be another space I can void it. I could void through this. Right? I like it. Okay, no, this works. Nice. Is there a better way to do this one that coffees then? Not really, but I can do something here. Or I could, you know what, if we have to change it anyway, we might as well just change the later one. But yeah, this way we don't have to deal with barrels clogging up the system. Now, if we're not producing rockets, we can clog up with barrels, but I don't think there's any world where we're producing where we're somehow using 100 barrels and not using like 1,000 rockets. Did I forget a connection? I feel like I connected this wrong, but I don't know why. Oh, this is the one that's wrong. Okay. I'm going to blame Smart Belt, even though looking at it, Smart Belt is actually not to blame for once, but there is a Smart Belt issue that has to do with undergrounds. You know, that can technically happen. I don't know how to reproduce this one. Is it just a simple... Okay, that's very easy. Wait. I don't. That's new, actually. Wait a minute. I haven't seen that specific interaction before, and that's concerning. So what did I do differently? What? 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 This is okay. Hold up. Let's figure this out. This is a weird one. See the corner where you go back and it places an underground. Oh, that one. That's not the one I was thinking about. But yeah, that's also a weird one. No, there's one where if you cross over undergrounds like this. Nah, that's it. Okay, so if you do it faster, it does that. Where it just moves one of them. And it's really fun. But if you do it slow... Oh wait, is it dependent on how many undergrounds there are? Oh, that's weird. Okay. But what if I do it fast? Interesting. That's a weird one. Okay. Can I use this anyway? No, I don't think I can use this anyway. But it's fun nonetheless. I can't make sense of this one at all. I imagine Pantabos run into that because he tested the what happens when you cross a belt with another belt. Like he tested this scenario when it's going fast. I imagine he would have also tested it going slow, and I just didn't see it in the video. Is that really everything? Science is connected. We haven't, strictly speaking, set up biter egg production yet. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to do that. We could just have the labs be right next, the lab production be right next to the biters. That could work. Also, force build is really helpful right now. No, it's not. Never mind. That was actually bad. That lost so much time. I should have just ghosted. I should have just ghosted everything. These connections are wrong. Hold on. I need to figure something out. Why is there double green belt? What did I do? Oh, it's because I temporarily switched the belts and didn't reset it. That's fine then. That should not be a problem. But yeah, we can do, if we do two biters' nests, we just have to give one delivery of eggs, because that will be 200, or about 200. So that'll give us enough eggs. Now, biter eggs are technically at risk of hatching, so I might want to put a nuclear reactor here, or not a nuclear, heat tower here. Tower? What's it actually called? Oh, heat-in tower. Heat-in. Okay. Yeah, if I place one of these, we can change the recipe and void eggs once we're done. I think that's a good idea, so that way we don't accidentally lose our base to biters while we're away. Because we won't have defenses. We definitely won't have defenses. I guess we can make a single turret if I really want to. Because we do have... I mean, we will be building turrets, which... That reminds me, did we actually automate those? We might not have. Huh. We have not set up turret production. I guess we only need like 100, but that's too many to handcraft. Where's a good place to build those? Unfortunately, the best place to build them would be... Actually, that almost works. It's gears, turrets, and iron, right? Never mind, that doesn't work. Okay, gears... No, sorry, gears, copper, and iron. Yeah, that doesn't work then. This almost does, but we won't have enough production here. Maybe... I mean, I could try this. That is very unfortunate that does not fit. If we could put the repair pack somewhere else, though, it fits. So let's do the repair packs in a very awkward spot. This is gonna be so annoying to build. Okay, and I did not mean to grab that. That's gonna go there. And now we can place turrets here. Awesome. Turret production. And then we'll do 1 stack, because that's really all we need. We need like the 1 to defend our biter nest. That way we don't accidentally mess up. That's supposed to be turrets. This is supposed to be filtered to electronic circuits. We'll just delete and undo those. And then this will need a rotation at the end. So this will not produce that fast, and it's only going to be producing excess of the batteries we build, basically. But it has about an hour to produce, so I think we'll be okay. We only need like 4. We only need 6 for our first rocket. Second ship needs like 10 or 15. Like 3 hours later. So yeah, we're totally... Actually, that's not that many. I can just handcraft these. But we'll leave that just as a reminder, because I think it's better to have it than to not. It's not like it's going to lose us that much time to try to build that. And I definitely will forget. Just having something there is a good reminder that I need something. We'll have the crafting queue as well. I think that's everything now, right? I mean, I've said that like 10 times, and it's always not been true, which is why I keep... Every time I say that, it makes me go through the mental list to see if we've actually crafted stuff. Okay, that's good. I believe we have everything here. Rocket turrets. Okay, so rocket turrets we haven't fully done. Where do I want to build those? I think I want to build the rocket turrets in space, probably using the railgun assembler. What do they need? Oh, the hell, Liam. Welcome, welcome. Steel, gears, processing units, carbon fiber, and rocket launchers. Technically, I can do all of that in space. It sounds really annoying. I think I'm just gonna not worry about it. Because if I'm sending most of this stuff to Novice anyway, right? Like, the ship that has carbon fiber is gonna pass by Novice, and I won't have this ship fully built yet. I don't know. I could produce everything. Steel, I probably don't need, though. Gears, I won't be taking. I mean, what does a rocket launcher take? Gear, okay, that takes electronic circuits. Unless we need the copper for something else, then that's a problem. Is it more... Wait, actually, that gives me an idea. Is it more efficient to ship heat exchangers, or to ship the products? I think we tested this last time. Or sorry, not the products, the inputs. But I think the heat pipe, whatever they're called, the heat pipes are incredibly expensive. 20 copper, 10 steel. So that's 1 stack of copper and or 1 rocket of copper, I think, and half a rocket of steel plates to save 1 rocket of heat pipes. Yeah, that's not a fair trade-off. Unless you're producing it in space, there's no reason to do that. Or if you just already have the copper and cables for something else. Yeah, okay. Let's do the rocket turret in space, because I would like to basically just go immediately from Gleba to a Kilo for the first trip. We can just build them while we wait above Gleba, because we'll be making the ammo ahead of time. So it should have everything buffered as needed by that point. I think we will have nuclear tower power time by the time we go to a Kilo as well, so we won't have any issues with power. I could set up logic. I don't know what the logic needs to be, but there is... I think I might need a decider combinator, because if you disable this, if steam is low... well, I don't have a tank, so I guess it doesn't matter. We could have it work only if this is at 500 Celsius, though. Read temperature, and then we'll do... Fuel is less than... Where is that at? It's not called fuel. Temperature. So probably just T, right? I didn't actually check the letter, but I'm going to guess T. Yep, that is correct. We'll do 505. It probably can be like equal 500 exactly, but we'll give it a little bit of wiggle room. So that way it doesn't consume power or as much fuel when it's not working. I think you can still waste a little bit of fuel. I don't know how many fuel cells it takes to go from 500 to 1,000, but I think it technically can still waste a little. But it's not going to waste nearly as much as constantly burning. Although, I mean, considering we only have like an hour left at the run by the time we switch to this, hopefully at least only an hour left in the run. It's not a ton of fuel either way, but I don't know how tight we'll be on enriched uranium by this point. Or sorry, the shiny rock, the more accurate name. Nuclear reactor, fuel cells, that gets dumped. That's good. So yeah, this is what I would be crafting gears in. Maybe I kind of just want to get a shipment of them and not have to worry about it, but nah, we'll do. We have the circuits already. I mean, I have it as just requesting the gears. I mean, I guess it's nice to have this stuff anyway for inserter shortages if I happen to run out. So yeah, maybe I should just be lazy. Steel, copper, or steel gears, copper. Steel gear circuits, they have copper. Steel gear circuits, iron. Is that everything? Rockets are just steel, right? I hovered over them, but I didn't actually read the recipe earlier. I want to say they are mostly just steel and iron. But it might just be steel. Or sorry, it might just be iron. Could just be the one of them. Rocket launcher, I was not selecting the recipe, I was selecting it from the side. 5, oh, it uses circuits. Oh, that's what the circuits are for, okay. And we need 16 of them? 20 of them. We need 20 rocket launchers, okay. The starter one should actually request, or sorry, not starter one, a kilo and beyond. Did it have something over here for 100 carbon fiber early? And what else did the rocket turrets need? Can you not? Okay, some recipes I feel like you can check in map mode, and sometimes some you can't. What's the difference? Oh, the difference is if I'm in map view or not. Map view versus editor. I still just, they all blend together for me. Okay, and then we need the processing units, which are already requested. So yeah, we're good. That gives us the five turrets that we need. So we're actually going to put that as part of their leaving conditions. So that way I have a better idea of what I need. Rocket turrets, we need 5. Actually, no, that's just a reminder that I need 5. Although we do have to make sure we delete that if we actually put this in the logic, because this would cause everything to just not leave the planet. But it is a good note for the future me, because I think I'll be playing with this save off to the side. I can't import the blueprints, but I can reference it if I forget something. And I can also have a crafting queue that tells me everything I need to bring. So we have a couple options. A list of screenshot, or a series of screenshots also works really well. But I think I have to wrap it up there. Today and tomorrow will be fairly short streams because I do need to rest more, so that way I'm up to running on Sunday. So we'll make sure our designs can actually produce what we're expecting. So tomorrow we'll be double checking our builds in creative mode and spawning everything and seeing if we can actually get everything done roughly in time. It's not going to be like full practice, but we are going to confirm builds work, which is very important to do before the run, because that also tells us if we're completely missing anything. And then we'll just wing it on Sunday. If anything's missing, we'll just fix it Sunday. It's nice to have most of the fixes finished by then, so that way there's less to fix on Sunday, because anything we can do help. That's it for me today. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.